Good morning. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook. How are you? It's Friday, August 11th. We're almost in the middle of August now. Jesus Lord. Um, Time is going so fast. Um, so let's see. We just finished this crazy full moon lunar eclipse over the weekend, and the energy kept lasting. It was going through until about Wednesday. Yesterday, finally, things. Good morning, BP5. How are you? Um, Hi, Angie. Hi, Patrick. Um, so the yesterday finally things started feeling a little more normal. Hi, Evelyn. That full moon energy started going away, but now we start a Mercury goes into retrograde tomorrow, and that energy has been kind of creeping up during this full moon thing. I don't know how you guys have been feeling, but there's like been some lowness. Hi, Jose. Marina, how are you? Hi, Juan. Sue, how are you? Um, Looking, is there no video? Are you guys not getting video? Okay. So, with this Mercury retrograde and the full moon energy that we were going through, I felt, me personally, I went into a low point or not a depression, but just not up. Um, Things started being, things you were worrying about things, about money, and this and that. And this is before hi Raven. This is before I started reading up on the retrograde, this particular retrograde, and there's things about money issues and relationship issues that creeped up before the retrograde happened. Um, the first part of the retrograde, and by the way, it's from August 12th tomorrow to September 5th, so it's almost a month. And yay, I'm glad it's working. Um, Things have slowed down a lot. Even though August is supposed to push more, this retrograde is telling us to pull back. It's just pulling back, and it's summer, so it's the time before the fall where everything starts to go crazy again. School starts, vacations are over, things are just we go back into that fast pace. So. It may feel like there are low points, and it's not that. It's just us, Mercury, telling us to pull back and start to look at things again. Remember, during Mercury retrograde, we don't want to start new projects. We don't want to sign contracts. You don't want to buy a car. You don't want to buy anything big where you have to sign papers for payments or leases or whatever it is, because it just doesn't. It won't go right. Don't buy a house. Um, if you're in a settlement or something like that, see if you can wait until September to sign the papers, because you want things to be right. And when we're in retrograde, it's more of taking us into the looking at things really carefully. It again is slowing us down. Um, from what I gathered, there's things about relationship issues at the beginning of this retrograde, about there's some mistrust and deception and things like that. So just keep your eye out and listen. Keep your ears open. There's a misinterpretation of words. So be careful, especially on the stupid social media thing. Where people type, people, this day and age where people text and type out their stuff instead of talking face to face. And good Sue, good. Um, there are misinterpretation of words. You can't, when you're typing stuff out, you really don't know the true feeling of what's coming out until you see each other. Hi Phoenix, how are you? Um, so be careful about how you word things when you're texting or you're putting stuff on social media. You know, it's just ridiculous how we can't even talk to each other face to face anymore. Um, there's some lying going on, people going back on their word, but because of this, just always know that truth will always prevail within this time. Um, you find out things, and it may not be what you want to hear, or what what the truth is that you don't want to see, but it'll be good for you. It's good for all of us, and at least you know where you stand. Manifesting wealth is this is a great time to manifest wealth. From what I've gathered, from what other people have been saying, this is a good time for gambling, stock markets, things like that would be successful. There'll be some wealthy investors for business deals or funding for projects, things like that. And when I read this stuff, I go, wow, this is the stuff that those people with their crystal balls and stuff like that say. But when you're manifesting, you want to manifest the wealth. You want to manifest. You want to bring in the stuff that you need and desire. And if it happens to come from someone else, then so be it. There's also a solar eclipse happening on the 21st of August, so that's another thing on top of all of that. And this is supposed to be a powerful eclipse. So with that and the Mercury going into retrograde, it's just crazy. And after that eclipse or during that eclipse, there's a thing of reconstruction. It's fixing stuff that have been broken for a while, whether it be a relationship or material things or just in general. So be aware of that as well. But it's mainly practicing patience, still practicing patience and slowing down. Okay, so that being said, this weekend, let's see what the cards have to say for this weekend. And this is a crazy reading because 2 decks called out to me. So the first card that came out is Facade. And this is the not seeing what we should be seeing, not where all these deceptions are coming through, but truth will always prevail. So it'll start this weekend. So you'll start seeing things that you were trying to hide or trying to put aside, and putting roses in front of it instead of seeing the actual truth. So be ready for that. This is going to be going on for a little while. The next card that came up is Completion, and whatever needs to be finished, whatever you need to finish it. Be careful, again, don't sign contracts, things like that, but stuff that has already been started before the Mercury retrograde, finish it, complete it, get it done. Even if it's something that you need to speak to someone about, that you're both in this limbo, get it done, finish it. The next card that came up is Acceptance. And this is accepting things as the way they are, being grateful for what you have, and looking at things, taking a look at things and tweaking them but being grateful that you've gotten to where you've gotten, and knowing that there's still more to come. But look at as I always say, look at your life as a garden. What parts are doing really well and what parts need a little tweaking. This is the time where we're slowing down and we can start looking at things, and then in September on the 6th or the 7th, we can start moving forward again. The next card that came up is Discovery, and this is about discovering all the the stuff that I was saying, that the truths. discovering what's really going on, discovering more about yourself and how you handle things, discovering just those hidden things that we all manage to push aside because we don't want to face them. This is the time to face them and to really push down those walls and seeing things as they truly are. The next card that came up is Vanity. And I love this card because, you know, a lot of us tend to push ourselves aside for other people, and that's good, but, you know, it gets old, and now it's time to take care of ourselves and to notice ourselves and to be vain. Take this next couple of days and this weekend and be a little selfish. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Don't keep putting yourself aside for everyone else. Those people need to start helping themselves, and it's time for you to start taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself and being vain but not to that point where it gets out of hand, obviously. But it's time for you. Take care of you. The next card that came up is the Goddess Moon, Goddess of the Moon, and she is, I love her. She's about new manifesting, renewal. She came in with the full moon this last week, and she's still telling you to manifest and to, look for that wealth that we've been talking about. But taking her energy and really pushing through and pushing all the negative away. And then these three cards popped out: the Yin and the Yang, Door to Value, and All Tied Up. I like that one. This is about balance. This is about Door to Value is that manifesting that wealth. But it's mainly about balance and making sure, again, looking at things and tweaking them and taking care of yourself, balancing yourself, and not feeling constricted, not feeling that you are tied up, not feeling that you can't go anywhere further, because you can. It's just taking the time to look at things. Hi, Ray, how are you? Wow, I just lost it. Sorry, Ray, you made me lose it. But not constricting yourself, not holding on to the bullshit, letting go of the bullshit, and balancing, and having a good weekend. And again, manifest that wealth. There might be someone out there, you might be hearing a conversation that, someone is looking to invest into something, or someone is willing to help you move forward with what you want to do. So go for it. Also, not being careful of spending, but looking for monies that are because I'm seeing this, looking for monies that have been hidden. In other words, if you have refunds coming to you, or if you have stuff that you've been putting aside that you paid for but you need to get the money back, go for it. Start doing it now. Making phone calls or whatever it needs to take, but getting those credits. I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I'm feeling like getting these credits and getting the money that's owed to you. Hi, Tim. Yeah, getting the money that's owed to you. So this is a good money weekend. It's a really good money weekend. So start going out there, and if you need to gamble, do some gambling. It's a good money weekend. I'm feeling really good about it. All right. So Mercury goes into retrograde tomorrow. Be careful, what you do and how you, the stuff that, don't sign anything, be careful. And we'll talk more on Monday. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I am available for readings today and tomorrow. Go to my website, divineconcourse.com, CONCOURSE, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.